Well, if you need help finding the right Bible commentary, I'm here for you. And what I want to do is I'm going to recommend just a few sources that can really help you find the right Bible commentary for you and where you're at in your Christian life. So let's start with the New Testament then. To this day, I do not believe that there's any better work than D.A. Carson's New Testament Commentary Survey. He walks through some of the best commentaries of each book of the New Testament. He shares commentaries for pastors, for lay people. He shares some of the more technical commentaries for those that have a pretty good grasp or a pretty good understanding of the Greek. He recommends various theologies that help contribute to a person's understanding of a particular book in the New Testament when it comes to theology. And he's quite entertaining in his assessment of authors and of course their commentaries. I do have two minor issues with it though. In my view, it would be more helpful if he spent some time actually making clear or clarifying what commentaries or expositions would be more helpful for lay people or people that are new to the Christian faith. Because I feel like the commentary survey is geared more towards the pastor or a very learned and educated Christian. That said, I think that anyone can still find help from it. My other knock on it is that it is a little dated. There have been a lot of commentaries that have come out since this survey in this particular edition, and I would love for a new edition to come out because I want to know, for example, what he thinks about Doug Moo and his English commentary on Romans. Is it still the best out there, or has something come along and surpassed it? So if you are interested, what I'll do is I'll put a link for Carson's survey down below and you can check that out. As far as the Old Testament goes, Tremper Longman has written an Old Testament survey, commentary survey, that's basically the companion of Carson's. I'm not that big of a fan of it though. It's not nearly as exhaustive as Carson's survey, and I just find myself disagreeing with Longman on enough things that I'm not really sure if I completely trust his recommendations. A solid scholar, good Christian man, we just part ways on some important interpretive and theological issues. But that being said, I think overall it will be helpful for people. I'll put a link down below if you're wanting to check that out. For the Old Testament, I prefer going to bestcommentaries.com. Scholars have weighed in on all of the best commentaries, and it's a pretty exhaustive list as far as just the list of commentaries that are on it. And the website is very easy to navigate, and there are tons of choices to be able to sift through and even read various reviews of things. There's also a YouTube Bible channel that I pay attention to from time to time, and it's called Best Bible Commentaries. And there are monthly posts, usually about new commentaries that are just coming out on the market. It's pretty exciting. And he does various videos about what are the best commentaries on the market in each book of the Bible. Now this YouTuber, I don't actually know his name, I really couldn't find it on his website, but he finds the best reviewed commentaries based off of academic journals published by seminaries. And it would appear that he was a pastor and professor, and he led various ministries throughout his career. Lastly, from time to time, I will recommend commentaries on the books of the Bible. You can check out my latest one on James, where I suggest commentaries that you would be able to buy. And I'll put a link down below for that video that I did. Well, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this has been helpful for you to find your commentary that will help you in your Christian life. Thank you, and God bless you in the way.